No, this is great. Thank you very much. Yep. Thanks. Good morning or good afternoon. This is Philmont Christian Academy live streaming from campus on Hillcrest Avenue. Today we have the boys varsity soccer. Philmont is in blue. They are going from right to left. They're playing Bishop McDevitt. And we just had a score. David Ollinger puts in, Eddie Pais takes a corner, somebody else got a tap on it, and then David Ollinger puts it into the net. So score Bishop McDevitt 0, Philmont 1. This is live sports at Philmont Christian Academy. Bishop McDevitt is in black. They are going from left to right. Philmont is in blue, from right to left. Eddie Pais with the ball in the middle, puts it forward, but Bishop McDevitt picks it up. Eddie Pais picks up again, puts the ball back to the back line. Dwayne Cuff in pursuit, puts it into the middle, and we have a handball from Bishop McDevitt. Thankfully for Philmont, because that could have been challenging. So we have a handball right at the top of the penalty area. Keeper Nathan Blackburn steps out to take the kick. Nathan puts the ball up, brought down nicely by Jay Suggs. Jay puts the ball up the wing, goes off of the back of Ewan Chi's legs and out for a Bishop McDevitt throw-in. McDevitt takes the ball, goes out of bounds off of Bishop, so we have a Philmont throw-in on the right side. Ewan Chi puts the ball down, but goes back out of bounds. Bishop throw-in. Jay Suggs in the center of the field. Puts the ball through, but gets control. Bishop McDevitt gets control at midfield. David Ollinger with the ball at his feet. Bishop puts the ball back to center half, back out to the left wing. Left halfback brings the ball up. Dwayne Cuff intercepts and puts the ball out of bounds over midfield line. Bishop McDevitt for a throw-in. Jay Suggs with the ball at midfield. Puts the ball out to the right side, but Bishop McDevitt steps up and intercepts. Jay Suggs again with the ball. Puts the ball out to the right wing. Ewan Chi in pursuit. Ewan gets the ball on his feet. Puts the ball into the middle and just over the net. So a goal kick for Bishop McDevitt. Dangerous play. David Ollinger steps up, gets the ball on his feet, cutting to the left side of the goal. The goalie makes a kick save, gets back up again. David Ollinger puts it to the left side of the net into the side netting. A good save by the keeper from Bishop McDevitt, and goal kick coming out. Trevor Tipton steps in the middle over to David Ollinger. David taps it nicely to Jay Suggs. Jay runs into two defenders. Defender left fullback puts the ball over touchline for a throw-in. Peter Haviland puts the ball in the middle. David Ollinger has it at his feet. Puts it out to the right side. Bishop comes back, puts it back to fullback. Fullback sends it up the left side. Over the touchline for Philmont throw-in front of Bishop's bench. Little tussle in the middle. Keeper makes an initial save and comes back and picks up second shot. Pressure by Philmont in front of the net. Keeper is able to control. Kai Lilliston, Eddie Pais with the ball at center. Cuts back again, puts it through to Pete Haviland. Pete puts it over to David Ollinger. David dribbling down the left side. Goes over the touch line or the end line for a goal kick. David Ollinger comes in, takes the ball off his body. Pete Haviland with the ball, puts it back to Jay Suggs. Jay over to David Ollinger, puts it back in the middle. Center defender for Bishop heads it out. Midfielder stops nicely, turns. Jay Suggs with the ball, but picked up by Bishop again. Bishop puts it out to the left side. Dwayne Cuff shepherds it out of bounds for a Philmont throw-in. Jaden Burrows steps up with a throw-in down the left side. Ewan Chi battling Bishop McDevitt, gains possession, brings it up the left side. Off a Philmont player, Bishop throw-in. Looks like we have a handball called, so we have a kick on the other side. Jay Suggs picks the ball up, center, dribbling up over midfield. Jay Suggs continues with the ball. Defender there. Goalie comes out quickly, gets possession. Trevor Tipton taps the ball out to David Ollinger. David with the ball on the left side. Dribbles it up the middle. Continuing to go, puts it over on the right side for Ewan Chi. Ewan is not able to get control. Excuse me, it goes over the end line off of Bishop, so we have a corner kick for Philmont on the far side of the field. Jeremy Francois steps up for the ball. We have a kick coming in from Jeremy. Jeremy puts the ball up, out of bounds over the end line. Goal kick for Bishop. Ewan Chi with the ball on the right side, dribbling forward. Challenged by the defenders, turns but puts it over the end line. Goal kick for Bishop. Philmont substitution, Luke Bell coming into the game for UNC. Mackay Lilliston steps up for a throw-in. Mackay sends it in to Pete Haviland. Pete brings the ball back to Mackay on the left wing. Mackay turns around back to Pete Haviland. Pete dribbles sideways, continue dribble forward, puts the ball through to Jay Suggs. Jay taps it, but heavy touch right to the keeper. Bishop comes out with a punt. Trevor Tipton on the ball, heads it over to Mackay. Mackay turns with the ball. David Ollinger steps up, throws in to Jay Suggs. Jay turns with the ball. Has it still on his feet. Jay continues with the ball. Luke Bell with the ball. Back to Jay Suggs, but not sure what the call is, but we have an infraction, possibly a push in the area for against Philmont, so we have a free kick for Bishop. Bishop sends the ball out, halfback gets it, but a heavy touch. Pete Haviland on the ball, sends it out to the left wing for David Ollinger. David turns with the ball, back into the center. Looking for somebody, puts it through, but nobody making a run, goes right to the keeper. Bishop picks up the ball in midfield, puts it over to the left wing. Left wing dribbling down the ball. Trevor Tipton goes over to defend. Trevor turns with the ball, goes out of bounds over the touchline. Bishop throw-in. Dwayne Cuff lets the ball run out of bounds. Philmont throw-in. Jaden Burrows goes over to take the throw-in. Puts it forward to Jay Suggs, but picked up by Bishop McDevitt. Jaden Burrows puts the ball back out. Headed forward by Jay Suggs, but Bishop back line is there to control the ball. Bishop turns, continues to gain possession. Over to the left wing. Jaden Burrows on the ball for Philmont. Turns, but Bishop gets the ball. It's out of bounds. Bishop throw-in. Back to the halfback with the throw-in. Puts the ball into the middle, but Eddie Pais oversteps. Bishop gets control, continuing to battle in center. Eddie Pais with the ball, sends it forward to Luke Bell. Luke puts it over to Jay Suggs. Jay Suggs dribbling up center. Jay puts it outside to Pete Haviland. Pete on the left wing, challenged by the defender. Puts it back into the middle. Bishop clears it. David Ollinger brings it down with his body. Pete Haviland puts it in the middle, but defense for Bishop clears. David Ollinger puts the ball over to Eddie Pais. Eddie kicks it with the outside of his foot. Keeper gets control. Bishop heads it down to his own player at midfield. Jeremy Francois picks the ball up for Philmont. Dribbles into the middle, puts the ball over to Eddie Pais. Eddie turns, spins with the ball, puts it back to Jaden Burrows. Jaden turns with the ball, dribbles up the field. Midfield for Bishop gets control. Back, Jay Suggs picks it up, puts it over to Pete Haviland, but the ball goes under his foot. Bishop clears. Jaden Burrows with the ball, steps forward. Jeremy Francois with the ball, takes a tap into Luke Bell in the middle. Luke turns with it. Pete Haviland puts it over to Jay Suggs, but a little far. Goalie gets the ball for Bishop, and punt coming out. This is Philmont Christian Academy versus Bishop McDevitt. Philmont 1, Bishop 1, 0, and we're 10 minutes or so into the first half. David Ollinger with the ball. Jeremy Francois brings the ball down, spins, but gets taken away by Bishop. Bishop has the ball at their feet. Continuing to work, sends it through. Over to the left wing. Left wing dribbles down. Jaden Burrows steps forward, gets control of the ball. Unfortunately, dribbles out of bounds, and Bishop throw in front of the Philmont bench. Bishop steps up, puts the ball through. Dwayne Cuff challenging. Bishop gets head ball. Controlled by the right wing, puts it through toward the goal. Keeper Nathan Blackburn gets control and comes out for a punt. Philmont has the ball cleared out by the defense. Bishop continues to move up the field. Pete Haviland coming back to help out. Over to Trevor Tipton. Trevor steps around. Bishop McDevitt takes the ball away, puts the ball through, but Mackay Lilliston helps out, sends the ball forward to the front line. Defense, Jay Suggs gets foot on the ball, sends it out high, looping ball out to the right wing. Bishop with the ball, left fullback, puts it forward. Jay Suggs gets tap on the ball. Jeremy Francois. Bishop picks it up again. Bishop puts the ball forward for the left wing, but intercepted by Philmont. Dwayne Cuff with the ball through to Jay Suggs. Jay brings it down, puts it back to Trevor Tipton. Trevor with the ball back to Jay Suggs, just over the center line. Jay turns, but it's taken away by Bishop McDevitt. David Ollinger comes in hard with his body. Luke Bell with the ball, tries to get it back to David, but doesn't connect. Jeremy Francois on the left wing. Dribbling hard, gets a nice pass into the middle. Pete Haviland trying to get control, but doesn't come down for him. Eddie Pais caught the Bishop player on the ankle, gets a call. Bishop with a free kick, their 35-yard line. Jeremy Francois with the ball back inside to Jay Suggs. Jay sends it over to David Ollinger. David sends the ball into the middle. Ball goes through the keeper. Mackay Lilliston taps the ball forward. Eddie Pais working hard. He keeps the ball inbounds, turns, but right to a Bishop player. Trevor Tipton gets ahead on the ball, sends it into center field. Eddie Pais with the ball. Eddie continues with the ball at his feet. Turns into the middle, sends it over to the right wing. Jeremy Francois there, but Bishop gets control. Bishop fullback turning with the ball, turns to the outside, sends it up to the left wing. Philmont throw in at the midfield. We have Micah Rainwater checking into the game for Dwayne Cuff. Jay Suggs with the ball, gets stripped by Bishop. Back into Trevor Tipton. Trevor sends it into Eddie Pais. Eddie gets taken off the ball, but retains control. Eddie turns with the ball, sends it through to the center. Pete Haviland with the ball. Now David Ollinger. David sends it through into center. Jay Suggs trying to get control of the ball. Mackay Lilliston, sharp pass out to David Ollinger. David up the left side. Back into the middle, Luke Bell, but he is offside. Good challenge. The ball went over the net, but it was a good play, but Luke Bell was offside before before receiving the ball. So we have a free kick coming from about the 8-yard line of Bishop. David Ollinger gets the ball, taps up in the air. Bishop gets ahead on the ball, sends it back out to midfield. Jeremy Francois gets a ricochet. Ball bounces through, but the keeper gets control of the ball. Run into by Luke Bell, but Luke slips. The keeper retains control, and the referee has a little discussion with Luke. Jaden Burrows working with the ball. Bishop with the ball down the left side, but out of bounds over the touchline. Micah Rainwater gives the ball to Jaden Burrows. Jaden is going to take the throw in on the far side of the field. Bishop gets a head ball, goes into the center, back into Bishop. Mackay Lilliston battling for the ball. Micah Rainwater gets his foot on it. Eddie Pais turns, but right to the Bishop player. Jay Suggs gets the ball, dribbling up the field. Jay Suggs puts the ball out to David Ollinger on the left wing. David taps it past the defender, passing into the middle. Passes into the middle, but center defender puts the ball over the end line. Philmont corner kick. Eddie Pais comes over to take the corner kick for Philmont. Eddie Pais puts the ball into the middle, headed out by Bishop. Ball goes back into the middle, headed sharply by Bishop defender over the end line, another corner kick. Corner kick comes in. Luke Bell heads the ball down and into the net. Nice play by Philmont. Eddie Pais from the corner. Luke Bell with a head ball down and on net. Nothing that a keeper could do at that point. And Philmont 2, Bishop McDevitt 0. Philmont Christian Academy is in blue. Bishop McDevitt in black, going from left to right. This is boys varsity soccer at Philmont Christian Academy. We're live streaming. Bishop sends the ball back to the midfield. Stop, turns back again. Sends the ball through. Eddie plays on the ball. Eddie sends it forward, but to a Bishop player. Bishop sends it back to fullback. Eddie Pais taps it into the center. David Ollinger taps it forward. Luke Bell taps it to Jay Suggs. Clearance goes off Jay. Bishop sends it back into the middle. Pete Haviland turns with the ball. Cleared out by Bishop. Bishop turns to the left. Some free space. Continues to work. Jaden Burrows challenges, taps the ball over the touchline for a throw-in. Bishop throw-in front of the Philmont bench. Bishop sends it in. Micah Rainwater coming back with the ball. He's trying to shepherd it out of bounds, but it doesn't go out of bounds. Jaden Burrows comes over to help. Bishop with the ball back to their halfback. Eddie Pais with the ball at his feet. Sends it over into the center for Jay Suggs. Pete Haviland on the ball. Sends it further left for David Ollinger. David running up the left side. Turns into the middle. Bishop McDevitt steps up, but Eddie Pais now with the ball. Over to Pete Haviland. Pete sends the ball into the center in the air. Keeper comes out with plenty of time, takes control of the ball. Trevor Tipton takes the ball down. Mackay Lewiston runs into a Bishop player, puts the ball over to the left side. Micah Rainwater overruns the ball. Bishop wing with the ball. Back to the halfback. Left halfback, back to the wing. Jaden Burrows strips the ball, comes up for Philmont, puts the ball into the middle. Jay Suggs on the ball. Jay turns, got two Bishop players challenging for the ball. Jeremy Francois gets the ball, but not to a Philmont player. Bishop puts the ball through, cleared out by Eddie Pais. David Ollinger steps on the ball, turns, dribbles up the left side. David Ollinger still in control of the ball. Dribbles into a player, but over to Luke Bell. Luke Bell was offside. Roby came back from an offside position. He wasn't offside when he touched the ball, but the question is, where was the ball when it was passed? In the referee's opinion, and he was right in good position, Luke Bell was offside. So we have a free kick for Bishop McDevitt. Jay Suggs taps the ball over to David Ollinger. David brings it down the left side into the middle, right to a Bishop player. Jay Suggs heads the ball over to Jeremy Francois. Jeremy brings the ball down. Continues to have possession. Jeremy steps back, brings the ball into the middle. Jeremy puts the ball through to the middle. Pete Haviland, but gets a foot on it, cleared out by the defense from Bishop McDevitt. We have a Philmont substitution. Ewan Chi coming in for Mackay Lilliston, and Ryan Tyson coming in for Pete Haviland. Jay Suggs with the ball on the outside, puts it right into the middle. David Ollinger puts the ball down. Ryan Tyson coming back, puts the ball back into the middle. Jaden Burrows with the ball over to Jeremy Francois. Jeremy turns, has the ball stripped by Bishop McDevitt. Bishop sends the ball forward. Trevor Tipton in pursuit. Turns, is able to keep the ball out in bounds, but second defender forces him out. Throw in for Bishop McDevitt on the far side of the field. Luke Bell with the ball, bounces hard off of him, but he gets the ball back again. David Ollinger with the ball. Sends the ball through to Luke Bell in center. Luke sends it, but right to a defender. Jay Suggs picks up the ball. Defender again gets the ball, but Ryan Tyson is called for offside. Bishop defender sends the ball forward to midfield. Halfbacks have control of the ball. Bishop sends the ball to the right side, over to the right wing. Back to the halfback. Jay Suggs gets control of the ball at center for Philmont. Jay puts it forward, but the defense for Bishop steps forward and controls. Continuing to dribble. Dribbles past Jay Suggs. Dribbles. Micah Rainwater gets a foot on it. We have a handball against Philmont. Bishop free kick from about the 35-yard line. 25-yard line probably. Referee gets the wall set. Got 3 men in the wall. Bishop with the ball, challenging from just outside the penalty area. Bishop puts the ball through, but left of the goal. Goal kick for Philmont. Again, this is Philmont Christian Academy, live streaming from our campus on Hillcrest Avenue in Erdenheim. This is boys varsity soccer. We have Philmont Christian in blue, the home team, versus Bishop McDevitt in black. Bishop is going from left to right, Philmont from right to left. Nate Blackburn puts the ball out on the right side to David Ollinger. David puts the ball back into the middle. Ryan Tyson, collision with with a Bishop player, sends the ball through to Jay Suggs. Jay with the ball at his feet, puts the ball over to the right side and just curls out of bounds. It was a left-footed shot and the ball was curling the wrong way, just a foot wide of the net. Good pursuit, good work by Jay Suggs up the left side. Bishop sends the ball back with a goal kick. Ball out over the center line for a throw-in for Philmont. Pete Haviland was on the left side, put it back, but Bishop McDevitt picks it up. Trevor Tipton steps up from the back line, sends it over to David Ollinger. Bishop gets a foot on it, but Jay Suggs over to the right side. Pete Haviland sends it in to Eddie Pais. Eddie Pais is called for offside. Close play, but no doubt in the mind of the referee. And the ball comes out by Bishop McDevitt. David Ollinger puts it forward, gets a head on the ball, through to the keeper, gets control of the ball. Bishop heads the ball over, it goes over the back line. Jaden Burrows in pursuit, turns, sends the ball forward. Bishop McDevitt sends the ball from midfield. Bishop McDevitt with the ball at his feet, sends it into the penalty area. Nathan Blackburn, keeper for Philmont, gets control of the ball. Nathan punts the ball out. Bishop heads the ball back in. Midfield has control of the ball, bounces back and forth. Micah Rainwater sends the ball over the touchline for a Bishop throw-in. The far side of the field. McDevitt throws the ball in. Nice tap off the chest. Continues to get control of the ball. Sends a shot through, but wide right of the net. Good work by Bishop McDevitt. Shot goes wide in the end. Nathan Blackburn comes up for a goal kick. Nathan slips, kicking it, but goes over. David Ollinger keeps the ball in bounds. Dribbles back into the center. David with the ball at his feet, over to Jaden Burrows in center. Puts the ball over the halfback, but to the back line of Bishop McDevitt. Bishop McDevitt puts the ball through to the left wing. Stripped from the ball. Micah Rainwater steps up. Jeremy Francois with the ball. Jeremy sends it over to the middle, and we have halftime at Philmont Christian Academy. We have Philmont 2, Bishop McDevitt 0. It's halftime live sports at Philmont Christian Academy. This is live sports from Philmont Christian Academy. We're getting ready to resume the second half of boys varsity soccer game. This is Philmont Christian Academy versus Bishop McDevitt High School. Philmont 2, Bishop McDevitt 0 at this point in the game. We have just completed one half of play, and we will start the second 40 minutes momentarily. Encourage you to subscribe to the Super Philmont channel. Super Philmont is the YouTube channel that Philmont posts events on, and live streams are posted there. If you subscribe to the channel, then you will be notified when a live stream is about to start. And we will be live streaming. We've been live streaming soccer games. We will be doing various events during the school year. The next event coming up will be the National Honor Society induction on October 10th, and presumably in the winter season we will be also live streaming some basketball games. Now we're ready to resume, and we have Bishop McDevitt on the right side of the field in black. Bishop McDevitt is going from right to left. Philmont in blue, going from left to right. Bishop McDevitt has the tap to start off the second half. And we are underway. Bishop McDevitt taps back to the back line, dribbles forward through a number of players to the right wing. Eddie Pais steps up to challenge for the ball. Bishop still with the ball. Back to the halfback, over to the midfield. Pete Haviland gets the ball, sends it forward to David Ollinger on the left wing. David continues to dribble forward. Challenged by the center defender, and the ball is taken away. Philmont puts the ball over the touchline for a Bishop McDevitt throw-in. Bishop McDevitt takes throw-in into the middle. Pete Haviland gets foot on the ball, but goes out of bounds over the left side of the goal, over the end line. Bishop McDevitt goal kick. Bishop sends the ball out. Pete Haviland with the ball. Bishop McDevitt gets control through the front line. Sidesteps Eddie Pais. Bishop McDevitt with the ball. Continuing to dribble. Stops. Turns. David Ollinger comes and helps out. Puts the ball over to Peter Haviland. Peter Haviland dribbling up the right side. Gets stopped, but sends the ball through on the left wing. Keeper comes out and collects the ball. Bishop sends the ball over halfway line, has the ball, sends it over to the right wing. Bishop McDevitt throw in at center. Bishop McDevitt sends the ball through, head ball, but back over the touchline. Philmont throw-in. Philmont takes a quick throw-in. David Ollinger sends it hard up the wing. Ryan Tyson in pursuit. Ryan with the ball on his feet, continuing to dribble, sends it into the middle, but the keeper cuts off the play. Pete Haviland was in the center, but keeper made a nice play. Dwayne Cuff brings the ball down, handball. Free kick for Bishop McDevitt at the center. Bishop with the ball. Sends the ball through on net, just to the left side of the net. Nate Blackburn lets the ball run over the end line for a goal kick. Never sure quite why a keeper lets it run, because punting from the 35 surely seems better than kicking it off the ground, but Nate has a pretty good kick. So the ball is down on the 6-yard line. Ball comes out. Jeremy Francois with the ball. Bishop sends the ball up the left side, but goes just over the touchline. Throw in for Philmont. Jaden Burrows steps over for the throw in. Jaden sends it up to Jay Suggs. Bishop steps in front, heads it back over the touchline. Jaden Burrows gets ready for a throw in again. Jaden sends the ball to Jay Suggs, goes over his head back to the defender for Bishop. Bishop sends it through. Jay Suggs with the ball, dribbling to the right side. Sends the ball back to the keeper. Keeper cannot pick the ball up, taps it out of bounds over the touchline. Pete Haviland steps over to the right side for a throw-in for Philmont. Eddie Pais runs to the wing position. Number of players. Pete Haviland sends it into the middle. Jeremy Francois with the ball on his feet. Over to the right side. Bishop McDevitt picks the ball up, dribbling past one player. Continues to keep possession. Bishop McDevitt sends the ball through to the halfback, dribbling forward. Bishop with the ball, continuing to dribble, goes over to the left side. Bishop with the ball on the left foot, over to Nate Blackburn. Nate bobbles the ball. Bishop has an opportunity, but defender comes back to help out Nate. David Ollinger with the ball down the left side. David continuing to dribble with the ball. David with the ball. And the ball is tapped out of bounds by a Bishop defender. David Ollinger went down. Corner kick. Eddie Pais steps over to take the kick. Eddie Pais, curling shot inside. Trevor Tipton, I think that was, David Ollinger gets his foot on the ball. Not a lot of power, but it was on net. Keeper went over to make the save. Jay Suggs puts the ball back to Jaden Burrows. Jaden sidesteps oncoming defender, puts the ball out far to the left side. Mackay Lilliston steps up. Mackay with the ball at his feet. Sends the ball through to Eddie Pais. Eddie Pais steps to the left. Puts the ball through hard, but too hard for Ryan Tyson. Keeper goes over to make a save. Bishop McDevitt, keeper, puts the ball through. Mackay Lilliston steps up, sends the ball through to David Ollinger. David puts the ball through, but defends for Bishop, sends it. Jay Suggs gets ahead on the ball, out to the left wing. Ryan Tyson turns, brings the ball back, puts the ball through in the center to Jay Suggs. Jay puts the ball on net. Keeper for Bishop McDevitt makes save. Nice pass by Ryan Tyson back into the center. Ball bounces over Dwayne Cuff. Bishop sends the ball through, but Trevor Tipton picks the ball up, dribbles to the side, cuts back into the center. Trevor we have a call by the referee. We need a stoppage just to get some attention to a player. Looks like he got tapped on the head by an errant arm, and he's doing okay. have drop ball. Going to send the ball back to chivalrously played back to Bishop McDevitt, keeper, and ball comes out. At this point, they don't take any drop balls anymore with opponents competing for the ball. So the ball was just given to Philmont, but back to Bishop McDevitt. Philmont battling for the ball. David Ollinger with the ball at center, sends it back to Trevor Tipton. Trevor takes the ball high in the air, goes over the defensive line, but Pete Haviland challenging for the ball, and the Bishop player sends it over the end line for a corner kick for Philmont Christian Academy. Jeremy Francois over to take the corner kick. A couple of tall players in the middle. Jay Suggs runs into the area. Ball goes up. It's inbounds, but just on the line. Keeper makes a save. Bishop player taps the ball over. Philmont defender Jaden Burrows running to the touchline, sends it over the line for a Bishop McDevitt throw-in in front of their bench. McDevitt sends the ball through, kind of spins off his hand. Jay Suggs picks up the ball, sends it forward. Pete Haviland running through the slot. Pete with the ball over on the right wing. Gets control of the ball, settles it down. Pete with the ball back into the center. Pulls it back, but halfback for Bishop comes back, intercepts the play nicely. Bishop sends the ball back into the middle. Challenged by Philmont. Eddie Pais takes the ball away, sends the ball around a Bishop player. Keeper comes over to collect the ball. Bishop McDevitt, keeper, punts the ball back out. Mackay Lewiston gets the ball down. Bishop stems forward, takes the ball away from Jay. Bishop McDevitt fighting for the ball. David Ollinger gets control of the ball, sends it through the slot. McDevitt, defender, sends the ball over the touchline. Philmont throw-in. Ewan Chi coming in for Jeremy Francois for Philmont Christian Academy. Ball over on the right side. Jay Suggs with the ball at his feet. Comes into the middle. Pete Haviland gets his ball stripped. Trevor Tipton steps up. Bishop McDevitt sends the ball over the touchline. Philmont throw-in. Jaden Burrows sends the ball through hard. Bishop gets ahead on the ball. Bishop brings the ball forward. Out of bounds over the touchline. Philmont throw-in. David Ollinger on the far side for a throw-in. Bishop heads the ball over the touchline again. We have Ryan Tyson coming out, Luke Bell coming in at the front line. David Ollinger stepping over to the left side for a throw-in, sends it into the middle. Ewan Chi with the ball at his feet, doesn't get much contact on the ball. Trevor Tipton steps up with the ball, continues into the area. Ewan Chi with the ball at his feet. Ewan continuing to move forward. Keeper steps up and gets control of the ball. Keeper throws the ball out to the midfield, sends it into the middle. Bishop McDevitt with control of the ball at midfield, or in their center. We have a injured player for Bishop McDevitt. We have a stoppage of play. Reminder that this is live sports from Philmont Christian Academy, boys varsity soccer. We have Philmont Christian versus Bishop McDevitt. Players walking off the field, walking it off, excuse me, and Bishop with the ball on the left side. Jaden Burrows stops the ball, comes to the right side, sends it through to the forward. Pete Haviland gets the ball, turns with the ball, has it at his feet, sends it out to the right wing for Yuan Chi. Ball goes into the center, but not quite close enough. Over the right side for a goal kick for Bishop McDevitt. Bishop sends the ball through. Jay Suggs with the ball. Turns back into the center. Eddie Pais with the ball at his feet. Sends it over to the right wing. Hard, but no, well over the touchline. McDevitt throwing on the right side or left side of the field, excuse me. Ball up to the halfway line. Jay Suggs with the ball. Turns. Shields the ball over to Eddie Pais at center. Eddie doesn't get the ball off his feet quick enough. Bishop McDevitt with control of the ball. Back to Mackay Lowston. Mackay puts it out to the left side. Luke Bell taps it over to David Ollinger. David takes a left-footed shot well over the net. McDevitt puts the ball back out. David Ollinger with the ball at his feet. David turns, sends the ball into the center. Bounces through a couple players. Pete Haviland with the ball in the area. Defender comes over, gets the ball free for Bishop McDevitt. McDevitt forward, comes back, gets control of the ball. Jay Suggs takes the ball away. Eddie Pais back to Jay Suggs. Luke Bell, but Bishop McDevitt steps in front. David Ollinger takes the ball away on the left side, turns, puts the ball into the center for Jay Suggs. Jay puts the ball on net, but it's well up over the net, and goal kick for Philmont Christian. McDevitt sends the ball. Jay Suggs gets the ball on his head, puts it to the right side. Pete Haviland with the ball on the right side. Looks like we have a free kick, I believe. Yep, on the right side. Eddie Pais comes over to take the kick. Eddie Pais taking the ball. Sends the ball in, but not high. Ball bounces dangerously in the area. Another corner kick for Philmont on the far side of the field. Jay Suggs steps over to take the corner kick. Jay puts the ball nicely into the area. Keeper goes up. The ball was curling into the net, I believe. The keeper went up hard, fisted the ball, punched the ball over the net. And we have another corner kick. Eddie Pais steps over to the near side for the corner kick. Eddie Pais gets set, comes in for the kick. Ball goes up, curling out. Luke Bell heads the ball, but not on net. Eddie Pais steps up, turns, gets the ball, continue on his net with a left-footed shot well up over the net. Goal kick for Bishop McDevitt. Ball comes out, but not far. Luke Bell puts the ball back in again. Keeper comes out and gets control. McDevitt puts the ball through hard over off the head of defender. Mikhail Lilliston goes back to Nathan Blackburn since it was a head ball. Nathan's able to pick the ball up. Nathan punts the ball forward. Pete Haviland brings the ball down nicely, tries to get it over to Yuan Chi. We have a call push, and Bishop McDevitt will have a free kick. McDevitt sets the ball. Eddie Pais with the ball in the middle. Jay Suggs gets control of the ball on the left side. Steps into the middle. Another defender comes over to assist, and Bishop sends the ball out of bounds over the end line. We have a substitution. Jeremy Francois coming in for Eddie Pais. Jay Suggs on the far side of the field. Sends the ball into the middle. Bishop McDevitt sends the ball over the touchline. Throw in for Philmont Christian Academy. David Ollinger goes over to take a throw in. Sends a quick throw in to Jay Suggs. Jay sends the ball into the middle to Jeremy Francois. Jeremy takes a shot. Nice low shot left of the net. Well taken. Keeper was in good position, but it was just wide of the net. McDevitt sends the ball out to the right side. Yuan Chi gets ball back into the middle, but the keeper comes out before Pete Haviland is able to get to the ball. Trevor Tipton heads the ball forward nicely. Yuan Chi brings the ball down, but Jay Suggs comes back, sends it back into the middle for Trevor Tipton. Trevor with the ball at his feet. Trevor sends the ball forward, but Bishop McDevitt gets control of the ball. Out to the left wing for Bishop McDevitt. Jaden Burrows gets control of the ball, sends it in nicely to Jay Suggs. Jay taps the ball out to the left wing. David Ollinger sends the ball into the center. Jeremy Francois in pursuit, but the keeper gets control of the ball. Bishop with the ball, harassed by Yuan Chi. Bishop sends the ball over to the right wing. Bishop in control of the ball, sends the ball back to the halfback, but over the touchline. Philmont throw in front of the Bishop McDevitt bench. Ball comes in quickly. Jay Suggs with the ball in the middle. Bishop gets control, sends the ball back. Trevor Tipton evades one Bishop player. Continues to dribble. Over to David Ollinger. David brings the ball up the left side. David steps into the middle, sends the ball through. Luke Bell, but not a good tap into the middle. It's good work. David Ollinger puts the ball up and over the net. Good movement from Luke Bell cutting through. David Ollinger working hard on the left side, but Bishop is able to get the ball free. Bishop keeper brings the ball back out with the goal kick. UNC steps forward. Jay Suggs brings the ball down. Bishop sends it over the